Hi everybody, welcome to August Supervision. As you can see, Amanda is now back from Seattle, so we have her in the office now. We're very excited about that. We're just going to go over the August Supervision with you.
All right, well, I'll start by going over updates this month. So first off, we want to congratulate Laura on her 100th interview. We really value her dedication and all of her hard work she gives to Family Journey, so thank you so much for everything you do for us. Next, we just want to let you know that we've uploaded the past supervisions into the Dropbox folder. We've got the last few months up there, and we'll continue to add the newer months so that you can go onto there and you can review any old policies or any changes that you want to see that we've made. And then our last update is about city training. If you all remember, you did an online city training when you first started working at MFRI, and the DoD requires that you renew this training every 2 years. So if you haven't done this training in 2 years, or your 2 years is about to expire, you should have gotten an email from Haley, and we would like for you to go on and make sure to retake this test and send us your completion so that we can see that you have completed it. You can also bill MFRI for this time. Just fill out a separate payee cert and put on there that this is for your city training. Because this is a requirement by the DoD in order to conduct interviews, you will not be allowed to go on any more interviews until you have completed this. So it's very important that you log on and do this as soon as you can.
Yeah. And please forward it to us. At the end, you'll be able to get a PDF of your results, and you can forward that to us right away, and then you're good to go. I'll also forward the original email that had the steps as far as how to complete the sitting training with the agenda as well, so you'll have access to that too. So moving on to the interview process area, the first point is about qualitative question number 41, and this is in the adult interviews. It asks about changes in the children and well-being and behavior and things like that. There's been some confusion over which children you should be asking about because the question doesn't indicate whether it's all ages or 3 to 18, and we wanted to clarify that this question should be asked if the family has any children at all living in the home. So even if they have children under the age of 3, we should still be asking about changes. And you can preface the question by saying something like, I know your children are very young, I still have to ask this question anyway, but just let me know if it's not applicable or if you don't have any changes, and that's completely fine. But we do want that question to be asked of all ages. There's another point in here about skipping questions. There's been quite a few instances lately of some random questions being accidentally skipped in the interview, and we're trying to come up with a couple ways of remedying that issue because we know there are a lot of questions and sometimes things happen like that. So what we've decided is that we're going to add a line or two to the end parts of the interview. So when you get to the part of the interview where it says the interview is now over, we're going to have a big bolded thing that says please go through the interview to check for skipped items. And we're going to have you do that while you're sitting with the participant while the recording is still going. So we'll be adding that as soon as we can to the interviews, so we will require that you do it with the participant sitting in front of you and while it's recording, just to kind of look over those skipped items while you can with the participant. And then the last item on here is about the pre-interview survey. Just because we are overly concerned about consents and we really want the participants to be able to read over their consents, we're going to send the participant consent form a copy of what they consented to in pre-D with the pre-interview survey. So they will have a copy of that to look over before they start filling out the pre-interview survey. Since the first time you do have contact with them is after they've done the pre-interview survey. So we thought it would be better to send it beforehand. So we're going to start doing that. And then at the end of the interview, we thought it would be good to add a couple quotes from the families, from the family feedback forms that they have sent back. So when you can read over those, and as you can see, there's a lot of positive feedback that we get from the families, and that's all because of the part that you play in the interview. So thank you so much for doing that. So thank you, August Supervision, and we'll talk to you again, Supervision, next month.